by BYD. That's a good headline, but the voltage required in order for that 5-minute charging to actually be universal is not necessarily there yet. So, yes, it's great that BYD can charge in 5 minutes, but definitely get consistent 5-minute charging across China. At least not right now. These were the charts that came out this morning as well, when we're looking at credit rejection. So Bloomberg put this out today. 34% of people think they'll be denied an auto loan, 48% for a mortgage, 32% for a credit card, and 39% for a credit limit bump. A record 8.5% aren't even applying to credit cards because they assume they'll get rejected. Just 63% say they could cover a $2,000 emergency cost, the lowest that's ever been reported. So in terms of credit card limits, auto loan applications, credit card applications, and mortgage applications, you've got a good chunk of Americans that feel they would get rejected if they went to apply. And that continues to put fire on this argument that there are some credit issues in the United States that could start to manifest themselves either in consumer confidence, which we're kind of already seeing given it's low since 2022. It could result in Q1 sales if people are pulling back their spend. And it could also result in defaults and delinquencies. I mean, the headline I saw yesterday, which I don't know if we talked about it on the close, we probably didn't, but DoorDash is partnering with Klarna to buy now, pay later your food from DoorDash. So now you can pay in 4 installments for the $25 of McDonald's that you order on DoorDash via Klarna. I think this is good for Klarna's IPO because now they're getting all these deals with DoorDash, Walmart, etc. So that'll hype up the IPO. But B, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, so people can't afford to DoorDash food, which is why they need to split up the payments. Like, how bad of a credit problem could that possibly create? If people legit need to finance $20 from food. And don't get me wrong, DoorDash, Uber, those could be definitely expensive. Like Uber Eats, all that stuff, because sometimes the fees are ridiculous. But still, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, if everyone needs to finance that, buy now, pay later on burritos. Only in America, right? Yeah, that could be an issue.
Buy now, pay later firm, Klarna. This one is lending and partnering with DoorDash. In the coming months, customers will be able to use Klarna services to purchase groceries, retail, and a Dash Pass annual plan. And customers will have the option to pay for their purchases in 4 installments or defer payments to a more convenient time. Your shares right now of DoorDash up by 1.5%.
Yeah, and I'm not proud to admit this, but I am a Dash Pass member.
Really?
Yes, I am.
How long? Member since?
Like 2 years now.
Okay, since 23.
It's a good deal. It's a good deal. But for DoorDash, this is their first buy now, pay later partnership. We've seen this shift in consumer sentiment, this decrease in consumer confidence, this expectation that we're going to have inflation elevated over the long term. And we know that a lot of consumers, they've been pretty squeezed when you go to the grocery store. So the fact that we're seeing this buy now, pay later partnership for DoorDash, I think could be a positive, hence the share uptick that we're seeing today. But
it is weird though, bro. For all the things to buy, if you have to buy now, pay later a $25 Uber Eats or DoorDash delivery, like, I don't know, dude. It's just like gut feeling that feels like we've got some issues when it comes to credit. Robinhood getting back to green, baby, 41 to 43. This one getting a little bit of a nice base right here, around 42, 43. Neos, recovering just a little bit. Carnival Cruise still down 5%. World Caribbean down 3%.
Belle, Nikomata, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. This is cool. I've never seen a proxy who's able to communicate in a hollow. No wonder Nicole says you're the best in New Eridu.
Thank you for your recognition. It's time to implement our plan and intercept the train. Before that, though, let's review the essentials.
No problem. I've got it down pat. Our target is Vision's train carrying the explosives. Since it's controlled by a computer in driverless mode, if we can manage to change the train's route, we can force it through a tunnel. Then, while the train's slowing down to go through the tunnel, I'll find a way to throw your Bing Boo on top of the train.
Get 1% boost on crypto through March 31st.
Then it's my time to shine.
That's right. Belle, your task is to enter the train through the vent on the roof and head to the driver's compartment to shut the train down. Don't worry. Fairy and I will assist you throughout the process. As for the dead-end butcher, We've yet to figure out its exact location, so please be careful.
Roger that.
Good luck, guys. Let's get started.
Gonna be good for net deposits, gonna be good for AUC, gonna be good for crypto momentum. That's not horrible. That's not it's paid in USD.
How do we change the tracks?
1%
There's a control room nearby. Follow me.
get paid in cash. In USD. It's excluding USDC. But if you have Bitcoin, Ethereum, et cetera, all that stuff. It's not bad for HUD. Not bad for HUD at all. I think that's good. Robin, what's numbers right here? Just a little bit more than 69.
Oh, come on! We're obviously in a hurry! The cereal's really getting in the way! If only someone could give us a hand! Let's keep going!
Master, there is a large obstacle up ahead.
You got a lot of stuff, and then you have the event next week. So you have 3 giveaways plus the event coming up. They already gave away a couple $1 million in Bitcoin and Doge.
Huh? What's this train car doing here? Proxy, are we going the right way?
Nekomata, there's no problem with your route. Judging from how the train was damaged by external forces, it's very likely that an ethereal threw it here.
Oh, that's some scary strength.
Your next stop is on the other side of the train car. Do you think you can get across?
If it were just me, I could climb up there. But carrying the bamboo, too, will take some time. Excuse me? Who's speaking? Is that the train car? With a gorgeous lady voice? Excuse me, Miss Train. We're in a rush here. Could you please scoot aside and let us wiggle past?
MicroStrategy and Celsius, kind of the only names that are relatively green. Celsius up 3%. Celsius getting some love, and then SNCI right here up.
Please, Miss Train.
Don't play along, Belle. You'll scare the girl on the other side.
Excuse me. Are you investigators from the Hollow Investigative Association? What's up? Can we help you with something? Hang on a sec. Whether we're with the association or not, shouldn't we find out who Miss Train is first? In this line of work, people usually introduce themselves. Huh? Is that right? Sorry, I didn't know the protocol. My name's Corin. I work for a housekeeping company. I'm a Gemini, RH negative blood type. I like cleaning. My social security number is...
Well, we don't need that.
You don't have to cover all the details. Anyway, how come you're in a place like this? There was a very dangerous ethereal nearby. I got separated from my companions while hiding from it. I don't have any carrot data with me. If you're investigators, then you'll know the way out of here, right? Could you please lead me out? So, she's just an ordinary person lost in the hollow. But what the heck's a lost maid doing somewhere so dangerous? What do you think? Should we help her?
Not unless we can somehow break through the train car to the other side. Otherwise, to stay on time for our plan, we've got to turn back immediately and choose another route.
Excuse me. Sorry, I was listening to your conversation. Are you saying if I can get you to the other side, I can come with you? Yeah? You can get us through? Almost. Hang on. I'm nearly there. You want to go underneath? Yeah! That sound is unbearable! Watch out! Are you hurt? Phew. Good, my apron's okay. Nice to meet you, investigators. I saw through it.
5, I think pound
Nice to meet you, investigators. I saw it through. Oh, it was this bamboo talking to me just now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to question your identity as a bamboo.
Yeah, again, we just got a lot of heals. I uploaded a bunch of interviews last night for those that saw it.
Are you really just a maid? Sorry. Well, we work in many different fields, including the holo services. Oh, right. You're in a hurry, aren't you? I can help. As long as you take me out of this holo. Please.
What do you think? Now that she's helped us destroy the train car, we can move forward on our original route, right?
So he will definitely be triggering a lot of counter shareholders, but I don't think we go to 30.
Well, I don't think she's asking too much.
Hopefully counter should be...
Yeah, I agree with Belle. There's nothing wrong with taking her to one of the holo's exits, but she's a stranger. She may be hiding things.
Miss Corin, we'll let you come. Just be sure to stay quiet along the way, okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's press on then. Corin, we need your help for this fight. Corin, I thought we agreed not to talk too much. I didn't mean you have to be completely silent.
I misunderstood. I'm so sorry.
I'm up.
Macro, the Fed, some of these earnings, and then we'll keep going from there.
He did mention weakness or softness in the industrial economy at least 9 different times. More on that.
Present.
Nike's also under pressure. Morning sales was dropped by
What's that sound?
It's the dangerous ethereal we just encountered.
Slower than expected corporate turnaround. The street take also coming this hour, and then Marsh Ladar, the whole
Woman here! We need one of
You are near the control room.
Get some kind of a retest period, and it's just hard to see knowing what we know is coming in terms of April 2nd, and in terms of first quarter earnings season, which I think there's a lot of concerns starting to build up around pre-announcements and what guidance is going to look like. It's just hard to see people feeling comfortable saying something's going to come along and make me raise my expectations. And it's just that I think makes it tough for the market to sort of get up.
Well, that gets into what Jim Taylor was just talking about, which is value being created, but timing, he's not going to go there because, look, it's hard to step out in front of this April 2nd time when we are set to get the reciprocal tariffs from the White House. I wanted to zero in on that for a moment. Bank of America had a good chart about what's happening overall with tariff.
Trump is going live at 11 a.m. I don't know what he's talking about at 11 a.m., but he's going live at 11 a.m. in about 50 minutes. He did not go a day without going live, but he's like me. I go live every day, but he will be going live in an hour.
Rates relatively why? I mean,
the track switched!
There's still some time before the train arrives. Let's get Corin out of the hollow first. Really? Thank you so much!
And you can see we're significantly higher, but
Time to sharpen my claws!
That must be the exit. Affirmative. This fissure leads to the outside of the hollow. The commission for the housekeeping company employee, Corin, could be completed.
Huh? Ethan, did you say something?
Pounds right here, 87.15. That one's slightly down. Robin it down about 1.2%. Tesla not holding 242. That's down at 239. Perplexity, private startup.
It's nothing. I was just saying that our guest reached her destination.
That was very surprising to me. I did not
Really? You found an exit?
Great.
That
valuation. That to me feels,
thank you so very much. Without your help, I'd be lost in this hollow forever.
You did pretty good yourself. Thanks to your chainsaw, we really cut a lot of time there.
It's
Oh,
my
and they'd
first
walk
time
around with a
meeting a
chainsaw.
real-life Bing Boo Hollow investigator. Can you please tell me your names? I'll come back with my companions to thank you later.
Like, NVIDIA can barely hold on to multiple. I don't know. These companies that are hold on. That 115.80 right here on NVIDIA.
Stopping by to say thanks sounds great. I'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah? You for real? Wouldn't that expose your identity? Oh, I get it. After being so defensive with me, it's no problem if it's Corin.
My apologies for speaking out of turn. It appears that would be inconvenient. I think I should be leaving now.
Numbers could change, but what I'm hearing so far, $500 million as a part of this round. That could go even higher. It would put its post-money valuation at $18 billion. Also, the company Perplexity has a
Now let's move quickly to find a train.
recurring revenue rate. So
Relax, we still have time. Come with me.
Perplexity is trying to take out Google.
The train will soon pass through the area.
Norma says, I've been using Perplexity Pro for well over a month and compared with Grok, and I see it's a lot better. Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a differentiating factor from the traditional LLMs, given...
Master, the train is about to enter the tunnel. Please make sure that you and your client are ready.
Go, Roxy!
Careful, Master. Your posterior struck the train roof with considerable force.
This body's even more clumsy than I thought. Just look at these short arms.
Don't be discouraged. Your sibling liked your appearance. I believe tiny and cute was how they described you.
Well, my apologies for not being cute enough normally.
This window is small even for Nekomata, and she's basically a liquid. But it's a piece of cake for you. You should be called King of the World. Now, King of the World, please head to the driver's compartment to complete your coronation.
Okay. Just need to press the emergency stop button.
This mission is such a pain, having a dress like this. Suck it up. My shoes don't fit either. Hey, Captain said we've deviated from the route. What's going on? Huh?
They seem like
Looks like this train is loaded with a lot more than just explosives. The news didn't mention any of this.
Come in, Captain. A talking bamboo just fell in from on top of the train. Should we hand it over to Director Perlman? Yes, sir. Eliminate immediately. What's going on here?
45.
Wait!
They're upgrading. 45 from 35. They said your upgrade shares of Super Micro
Over here!
cycle past the uncertainty in relation to the pending
You should head back. Leave this to me. I've got a carrot. See you later at the store.
With positive data points relative to better supply RAM from NVIDIA, we are raising our revenue
Belle,
forecast for the next 12
can you hear me?
months, but remain cautious on
What just
growth
happened?
targets, expecting margin moderation.
Something's off. I'll tell you when I get back to the store.
Okay, so that's why SMCI's up. That's why SMCI is doing. Dude, they were at 67. This was a week before they filed with the SEC. Then they filed, fell all the way to 30. Market crashed, and now they're back to 40. So this one's been an absolute journey the past couple months. Tesla still holding on to 238.
You're back, sis.
Orchards at 830.
Why don't you go get some rest?
1%.
I'll go check on
And
EOS.
Right here, 4321. That is also down.
Still no news from Nekomata?
1%.
I haven't been able to get a hold of her.
Why is
She should
Celsius
still be in the hollow.
Our guess
She
is
said
that
she had a
it is
carrot, but the exit is probably pretty far. But it's not all bad.
for a long
The
time,
news just
trying
said
to figure it
Vision
out.
is putting off the demolition on Canvas Street until at least tomorrow night due to technical difficulties.
Here's, Rin on her thoughts on
That's
Apple right
cheeky.
now, along with
Technical
the series
difficulties.
delay.
Vision is hiding something.
Right. Vision must have already realized the train deviated from its original route, but they hid it from the media. What's more, Vision clearly said it was an unmanned train with explosives, but it was full of armed soldiers. They were dressed like public security, but I heard them saying, "This mission is such a pain having to dress like this, and my shoes don't fit either." There's no way they were real. Yeah, and I've got this feeling that Nekomata's been hiding something from us too. We should ask her when she gets back. But let's not think about that for now. You should get some rest before she gets here. Sinking with a bamboo can be very draining after all.
An espresso.
I have the Meta glasses, rarely use them. Nice reviews from the office with me in your years. No. My son stays on his Meta Quest. His generation will not understand not wearing one. Well, for the gamers, I think there's definitely a part. But I'm also trying to Okay, let's get a couple more updates with what Goolsby said today, and then we'll get into two other headlines.
Said will or will not respond.
Yes, definitely, Sarah. But first, I want to talk about Fed Governor Chris Waller's statement regarding his dissent. He said the Fed.
Everybody got big titties.
To the Fed balance sheet, he made clear in his dissent on Wednesday that that's why he was dissenting in agreement with monetary policy to bring some change. And reducing the balance sheet is going to be part of normalizing monetary policy. Remember, the Fed went from running off its balance sheet $25 to $5 billion in treasuries. He said the Fed should slower stop it only when we get closer to an ample level of reserves. At over $3 trillion, he says reserves are abundant. Let's talk about the Chicago Fed president. He talked on our air about the outlook for tariffs and monetary policy. Margaret looked together a bit of a chill from his comments, and they had to do with how long it's going to take the Fed to figure out are the tariffs transitory when it comes to inflation or something worse.
The longer answer to your question of what is transitory, I think, is 1 month is definitely transitory, and many months is not transitory. So it's somewhere in there.
Okay, he said it's been a silent turn in anxiety among the officials that he's talking to. Corporate executives he's talking to. Businesses pausing on CapEx because of this tariff uncertainty. The Fed will have to wait through what he calls this bumpy patch, and it's not realistic for the Fed to know the path for rates, fiscal policy, and tariffs for the rest of the year right now, at least. One-time tariffs, not followed by retaliation that don't spread out, are more likely to be transitory. So that means it's going to take time, Sarah, for them to figure this all out. But he does think that 12 to 18 months from now, rates are going to be lower. Sarah?
Okay, I'm glad you started with Waller and the balance sheet because I've been wanting to talk about this and haven't really because there's been bigger stuff. But the Fed made a really important change when they tapered their QT, or basically are not going to shrink the balance sheet as much as they have been doing, right? From 25 billion to 5 billion.
Have a cup of coffee to jumpstart your day.
I know the debt ceiling was mentioned as a risk, but there was also discussion of money markets, and I wonder then, does it, after debt ceiling, does it go back? And is this a good thing for the bond market and for the economy?
So let me set the stage a little bit. It's very wonky thing that people think matters a lot, or could matter a lot. Going into the meeting, we thought there might be a pause because of the debt ceiling issue. Everybody who follows this thing closely was surprised that they said, well, when we started thinking about it for the balance sheet...
No machine ground beans here. Well, yes, I may be an intelligent machine, but sometimes stopping to take a break can help you go further.
But the market took it as something of an easing out there, something that could help. Sarah, the people that I'm talking to who know about this stuff do not think this matters all that much right now. They think there's some effect for markets here. A lot has to do with how the new administration runs their treasury account, but they don't think it's a major development for monetary policy. So the market took it as somewhat dovish. Perhaps it helped a little bit on the margin, but they do not think the balance sheet was a big factor in it.
It also sort of feeds into the...
I think that's also fair. I mean, look, the Fed is realizing we have weakness in the economy. You don't have enough weakness in lower rates, which makes sense. But you have enough weakness to say, be as restrictive on monetary policy and quantitative tightening, which is why they lower the pace of the speed at which they're engaging in it. And so I think that's a good thing. It's not bad. Although, as Justin says, my marriage is going to be transitory and this market keeps acting up. We need the Fed to cut these damn rates to save marriages and our portfolios. But that's not happening anytime soon. No, for everyone in the chat who manages the family's finances, whether you're a wife who manages all the money and the husband doesn't really keep up with it, or you're a husband who manages the money and the wife doesn't keep up with it, have you told your significant other what the hell happened the past 2 weeks? Or are they just living a fantasy life of everything's great, my husband, my wife knows what they're doing, and in reality you go to the room every day away from them and look at the portfolio and cry? but I don't say how much we lost. Sunday says rule number 1 is just tell them. Angel says I told her and she said buy more, so when it goes back up, we'll be richer. Dude, that's a keeper. That is a keeper. Kristen says my wife has no idea. A bunch of you guys saying nope. That she thinks we're up. My uncle's wife is divorcing him because he didn't tell her how much he lost. Is that a real story? Or are you trolling? That's funny. Dude, money is the #1 cause of divorce. It's freaking money. It's not cheating. It's not infidelity. It's literally money. Finances. That's the #1 cause of divorce. I think it's the updated stat. 50. How much percentage of couples get divorced in the U.S.? It's like 50%, right? Up there. Yeah, 50%. 48.7%. That's wild, bro. Like, it's wild to just think that there's a coin flip chance that the person you marry, you're gonna leave in America. Statistically. That is pretty wild. Yeah, I think sometimes not telling them is fine if they don't understand what's happening. It depends on who your significant other is, right? If there's someone that freaks out when they see stuff like go up and down, then it's better they don't know. They don't need to know that. But if there's someone that actually cares about like the portfolio, then honestly, that's also just like, oh yeah, like we're down $500,000. We're up $500,000 last week. We're down $500,000. But if someone can't handle that, sometimes it's better to just like, all right, you just don't have to look at this. I'll deal with the stress. Elaine says my account went down $3 million in my hubby laughed. He knows it will come back. It was all unrealized anyway. See, that's a healthy relationship. Like it's a toxic relationship if one of the people in the relationship is actually trying to like create financial freedom, and then the other one is like upset at them because they're losing money. It's like, well, they're at least trying to learn about the market and get things done. Yeah, they make some stupid mistakes, but like it's the nature of markets. You got to try. And then when things go up and down, it's like if you're gonna blame someone because the market is being the market, like that's just not healthy. So I think it's really important that couples know, especially if you're not managing the money, that yeah, that's what happens. It goes up, it goes down, and it is what it is. I got my wife a new boyfriend to keep her distracted. Oh my god, that's hilarious, bro. That is so funny. Michelle says, I'm the only one Ray talks to about it. It's all part of the game, but we both invest him more than me. But I'm trying. Yeah, so that's healthy. Barra says, my husband is very supportive. He gets excited when the market is down and he encourages me to promote. See, Barra is like my mom. She wants to buy more. My dad gets upset. He's been better. My girl was telling me to sell at the top. And that's the part that sucks, right? It's like, when your girl or your significant other is like, hey, you should sell, and you're like, nope, it's going higher, and it goes straight down. And they just look at you like, I don't really know about the stock market, but I knew that Robinhood at 65 is pretty damn high. We probably should sell. You just have to sit there and and we talked about the new gold offering. Yes, it is going to be crypto, 1% crypto. Is anyone actually going to do this here? Does anyone have crypto that you would bring over to Hood? I'm curious how people actually take advantage of this. The brokerage transfer, it seems more likely than not that people will take advantage of. The crypto one, I don't know. Because a lot of people still don't trust crypto on Hood. I mean, I think their fees are the cheapest. I kind of don't care about the whole cold wallet, storage thing that people care about. But the OG crypto folks that do, I don't think they would easily move their crypto on Hood. But they're 1% now. Do it. How is Derek? Derek has a ton of crypto on Coinbase. Maybe he takes advantage of this.
Standing by.
Takes advantage of 1% and he does this as well.
I have 2 guns, so double.
Ready for nothing to fear. Standing by. Oh, don't look at me.
Why are you calling me? Really?
Hey.
What happened? The hell?
Need something? My service stand.
I have 2 guns.
Don't look at me.
Starlight!
I'm sorry.
Yeah, dude.
Nice try. I'll take care of them.
Stand still!
Nicole, take a break. I'm here. I want a bonus for this. Incoming! They're close. Evade now. My turn.
Try this!
Damn, these motherfuckers won't die, bro.
I've got plenty of bullets! Leave its ability! Don't worry, everyone will get their share!
Roger. Billy, go do some repairs. Eliminating target.
What are you waiting for, to catch a bullet? Try this! Don't move! Envy! In my sights! It's my turn! Quit moving! Don't move!
At your command.
Jeez Louise. Oh my god. My first non-S tier. I'm sad. Yo, they beat the brakes off.
But it might just not end up playing out. Harkin resolve these relationships. At least right now. Yeah, we're gonna see Trump speak at 11. I doubt he'll go exactly live at 11. It might be like 11:15 or something. But he's scheduled to speak. I think.
Let's switch, Andy!
Billy, go do it!
Billy time!
Just leave it to me!
Let's switch, Andy!
Roger.
My bullets never lose sight of their target!
Neat and tidy! Happening. I want a bonus dance. Fine.
What are you waiting for, to catch a bullet?
It's no good surrendering. Hold on. There goes. Fracture.
My bullets never lose sight of their target.
Neat and tidy. Bye-bye, suckers. Boom. An opening.
Starlight, shine bright!
Let's go. That's 2 minutes. That's got to be 2 minutes. Let's go.
Sauce, burgers, buns, everything that went along with the promotion. So it changed our business without it. I would tell
Damn, my
you,
hand
we
hurting.
had outages at stores for 5, 6, 7, 8 days. We would have had to have pulled out of promotion in some markets. Instead, we had small outages scattered across our system of 1 day, maybe. So that impacted our business last fall, and we're not very far into this journey.
Right. And imagine. So, we can watch a little bit more of that later, but just even that forecast demand projecting tool in AIP, which is only one layer of what they're using Counter for, it goes to show you how exciting the software is and really how many results they're getting. One of the other things he said in the interview that was important is that they went to other data analytics providers, and those providers told them, hey, your data is not good enough to be integrated into our system. And that left them with a really salty taste in their mouth, unintended, because essentially they were like, screw you, like, we have green money, like, you're telling us that you don't want to use you don't want to work with us because our data is not pristine enough, whereas Palantir said, we don't care how crappy or how valuable your data is, we're going to build something that's specific, this is where the consulting part comes in with Palantir, towards your enterprise, and that's why Wendy's is able to pay the millions of dollars they're paying, because there's actual value there. And you get a really good integrated ecosystem that works together. And so the fact that they work in collaboration with Wendy's versus like tell them, oh, you can't work with us because your data's not good enough. It's like, what does that even mean, your data's not good enough? The whole point of a company in big data is to work with any type of data, make it good enough to then get transformational results. And that's the thing they were the most impressed by. Palantir didn't take no for an answer. They just wanted to make sure they could help at any point. A lot of you guys had great comments underneath the video. You were laughing at me looking in front of the camera every 2 minutes. The reason I was doing that is because I had no production team. I had to control the audio and the video. And there's always a bit of paranoia that, like, the video's not recording, or that the audio's not working, or that it shuts off randomly. So it's like, every 2 minutes I'm just, like, looking into the camera to, like, make sure I see the red dot recording. And so that's why, like, I kept staring into the camera. You guys were hilarious. In the comments, you're like, why does this guy stare into my soul every 2 minutes? I'm just trying to make sure the camera's working, because I don't have a producer here, so I needed it to work. But yeah, thankfully all the interviews came out. Okay, so here's an update on the Robinhood contracts right here. This is from
All right.
account for anyone that doesn't follow Josh. He was on Robinhood.
You need something? My services are
I'm
expensive.
putting his Twitter right here in the chat. Please make sure to follow him if you care about Robinhood at all.
Ready for
Starlight, it's time to shine!
The volume of contracts that are being traded on the new predictions market.
I have 2 guns, so double the accuracy.
25 million contracts have been traded. $12.6 million have been bet on those contracts, which means Robinhood has had $500,000 of revenue in the first week and a half of them implementing event contracts, which is pretty damn incredible. And futures did 1.2 million in a month. We got those numbers yesterday because they did 2.4 million contracts as well. And this doesn't account for the ladies NCAA bracket or the Fed funds bracket that Robinhood introduced a couple days ago as well, where you can bet on economic events with the Fed rate decision it made. So, yes, that's nothing. 500,000 is nothing. I get it, but it's not about the $500,000 of revenue. It's about the rate of growth. I mean, to be able to trade 25 million contracts in a week only on basketball, when they expand this to pretty much every
standing by. Need something? My services are expensive.
This is going to be a revenue driver for them that, at minimum, is doing close to 20 million a year, or 15 to 20 million. And when you can get something like that off the side, I mean, that pays for all of the matches that they're doing right now. All these 1% matches, like, there you go. That's how you pay. That's how you find it.
Ready for combat.
And the margins on these should be incredible because there should be no cost associated with getting these commissions. It just shows the potential of their TAM to expand. It's getting pretty aggressive. And that's why they ended up. Scott said, I made a quick $100 last night, really enjoyed it. Should be a big moneymaker for Hood. Yeah, Jason was posting all of his screenshots of gambling on all these basketball teams. Jason doesn't even watch basketball. He was just buying a bunch of random contracts last night. Steve is even thinking of opening up a Robinhood account. Because Steve was watching like 10 different games last night, betting on different parlays and all this stuff. And he was saying, well, maybe I'll open a Robinhood and start betting. So my thing is, if the negative downside effect is people don't like the gambling, I think as long as people are okay with scrolling past that part of the app, which is pretty simple, you just swipe up. The ones that are interested get into the ecosystem, then boom, you gotta do cohort of users. I don't think this means short draft games. I don't put in short draft games on this. It's just a different vertical that they're entering into. The beautiful thing is that it's legal everywhere because it's an event futures contract. It's not.
Why are you having to click this shit? What happened to the auto?
So somehow Robinhood is skirting the regulators here, and that might allow them to continue to expand as well. I mean, did you buy any VG? No, I do not have any VG. I just haven't done. If I buy VG, it would be the first spot. I haven't really done my own. Kind of just stay away. The same thing with next decade. I get the thesis kind of, but I really have not done the due diligence with Chris and not have the thesis. Kind of just don't care. I'm waiting for NVIDIA to keep falling, bro. Let's get NVIDIA back down to like 112, 113, and really get flushed out below 110. Other than that, it's not that exciting. Tesla right here at 240, GameStop at 24.48. You know, one thing I was looking at on GameStop last night, I was just randomly scrolling through different options. My average price of grab is $450. $450 to like $455. There are still massive gamblers on GME. Like if you look at the June 20th $100 call, there's 7,000 contracts that are open. If you look at the $125 call on GameStop, there's $64,000 or 64,000 contracts open. Like, it's kind of insane, bro. If you look at the $50 call for April 25th, there's 1,900 contracts open. And I'm just like, even in all of this volatility, even with GameStop basically not really showing any business plan for the future, hundreds of thousands of contracts at prices that are 2 to 3x higher than the current price at $24 are open. And I could just imagine this has to be a option seller's paradise, especially for the market makers that are feeding these drugs to these junkies that are buying $100 calls on GameStop by June. Unless I'm missing something, and GameStop is going to go to $100 by June, which means it would outperform everything in the market if it goes up by 400%. But if it doesn't, and the premiums are not even that bad. Like, these are real premiums. I'm just like, there's real juice for people buying this stuff. Which to me is just insane at these levels. Okay, I think we have Trump in 12 minutes. Again, it says he's live at 10, or 11. I don't know if he'll actually be live. He's giving remarks from the Oval Office. Pete Hegseth will be there. Maybe this is on the conference, or the award for Lockheed Martin and Boeing. So it looks like it might be a defense-related thing. But we'll see what that ends up being. Yesterday was the Department of Education thing. Again, I don't think the Department of Education is actually going to be a ban, but that's what Trump is trying to do. We'll see if that ends up actually happening. Let's get a little update here on FedEx. We got their earnings.
Tracking the action. Frank, how much of this is a macro story concerning FedEx?
Well, that's really the question. Is it a macro story? Is it a FedEx problem? A lot of signs are pointing to it's a macro situation. So let's get to what you were just talking about. The flurry of price target cuts is in response to FedEx missing on EPS and cutting revenue and EPS guidance for the current quarter. But also the fact that that lower outlook does not include the potential impact of tariffs that begin on April the 2nd and just that potential disruption. So if you take a look here, you're going to see a range of price target cuts. City, kind of a minor one, from $3.17 down to $305. Gallon, much deeper. $77 down to $3.10. FedEx making the case for cuts themselves really on the call, citing a challenging environment overall, and specifically weakness in the U.S. industrial economy that really impacted the freight division, which you may notice that many stocks really going to a buy or always rating. Blue Capital, really a notable exception there. Analysts from moving FedEx to a sell due to recession concerns. They say in part FedEx is a really bad recession stock because thin express margins amplify their earnings hit whenever there's pressure on the top line. It's not one you want to go with if things go south. However, all right, so this is more macro related on FedEx. Also, their guidance obviously getting hit. We also have Ross on CNBC right now. Let's go to him and see what he has to say about Tesla.
Musk, what? Tesla is an Irish, or he's now Gus Gerber, Kawasaki CEO. Ross Gerber. So, Ross, I mean, Musk comes and does the town hall, at least it's a gesture that he's paying some kind of attention. What are your concerns in terms of his leadership here, that he's not doing enough with the business, or just that because he's such a lightning rod, it's hurting the brand, or all of it?
Well, I think even from that clip, you can see his complete disassociation from his actions and what's actually happening in Tesla, and his desire to blame people for actually speaking out against him because they so vehemently disagree with not only his behavior, but the things he says and does, but also his...
I'm back! Sorry it took so long. My carrier would only navigate to the other exit farther away. Oh, right! I saw on my phone that the demolition was delayed. But then the stupid train got away, so Nicole and the others are still in danger. What should we do now? We need to figure out a plan of action quickly.
Nekomata, I know you're anxious, but before we try to rescue the others, we have to talk.
What's going on? Why the sudden change in tone? The hair on my ears is standing up.
Nekomata, this is important, so we want you to be honest. What kind of... Didn't the news say the train was transporting explosives? Why would it be carrying a bunch of fake PubSec officers? And you reacted so quickly to the enemy. Not like something you would expect from someone in shock.
Yeah, that's true, and actually it was 5 years ago to the day that the great
Nekomata, if you're hiding anything, please, just tell us. We're reasonable people.
You mean it? You'll really hear me out.
If you want faith and support, you'd better answer my sister truthfully and tell us what you're hiding.
I'm not trying to hide anything from you guys. I really didn't know there were people on that train. It's just that I've seen guys dressed like that somewhere else. You're totally right. The cunning hairs and I are in big trouble this time. But we just wanted to save people.
To save people? Are you saying that others are involved besides the cunning hairs?
That's because it's so ridiculous. I didn't even think I could explain it. We were so busy trying to stop the train earlier. You didn't have time to finish watching the thing, but Nicole's
voice is so annoying.
In solving this, and it needs to succeed. And that's why I'm here, and that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I want what's best for Tesla.
Before we go back to that, Trump tweeted this last night. I look forward to watching the sick terrorist thugs get 20-year jail sentences for what they're doing to Elon Musk and Tesla. Perhaps we can serve them in the prisons of El Salvador, which have become so recently famous for such lovely conditions. So Trump doubling down on this idea that if you continue to vandalize...
I'm starting to get you.
Hey, we might not have come across any strong ethereals, especially Billy. You totally got carried away in that last battle. How many times have I told you not to make a ruckus? Can't you be more like Nekomata? Even if the dead-end butcher did come along, it might...
What's I gotta say?
Everyone wait. You see the railroad tracks on the side of the road? It's not just broken off here. A gaping hole has been clawed out.
She's right.
Looks like the dead-end butcher has been here. We might come across it if we keep...
That's no good. Since there's signs of it here,
let's find another way. Nekomata, will you see if your carrot can suggest another way to the Red Fang Gang's base?
Yeah, I can find another.
I know you're anxious to find your family heirloom, but this is safety first, as they say. What's wrong? You sound like someone stepped on your tail.
Over there! I saw a little kid run past just now!
Huh? What are you talking about? You know we're in the dead-end hollow, right?
There have been cases of small children entering the hollows by mistake, but the direction you're pointing, Nekomata, is the original route we were planning on taking.
Hey! You think I'm just saying it to make you take that path? I really did see a kid! A little girl in a blue top with brown hair and a ponytail!
That's a pretty detailed description. Maybe she really did see her.
Even if we believe you saw the child, are you suggesting we go save her first? I should remind you, this is not what we were commissioned to do.
What's that supposed to mean? It's not part of the commission, so you'll just ignore a child lost in the hollow? I knew you were boring. But cold-blooded, if you're worried about not getting paid, don't be. I'm not like you. I'll pay you extra for looking for the girl.
I didn't expect you to not be a bad person.
Oh, huh?
That had me scared. When she pointed out the child, I really thought her next line was gonna be, "Forget the kid! I want my family heirloom!" But this kitty's a kind employee.
If you really are determined to save the girl, Nekomata, then I'll go with you. You don't need to use the commission fee as a bargaining chip.
Epi, you should at least ask me when it comes to commission fees. Guess it can't be helped. But a kid's aptitude for ether is underdeveloped, and...
Let's get going! Time and space change fast in the hollows. If we don't hurry, we'll never find her.
What are you waiting for, Nekomata? Let's go.
Coming! They really seem to be sincere. Oh man, why am I thinking about this now?
There are so many ethereals around. That kid really worries me.
Luckily, I didn't see any signs of them on the way over. Still, hopefully we can find her, and fast.
Easy! Stand by.
Why is it always the cat that sees her? I know Thyrans have better vision than normal people, but my visual components are pretty good too.
Hey, do you all think there are more and more claw marks around here? We've been coming across stronger ethereals too.
Now that you mention it...
We can't keep going like this. How can we save anyone when we're in danger ourselves? We need a plan.
Well,
Nekomata, are you sure you saw her? Why is it?
The hollow changes so quickly. By the time we've gone over, things have already warped. It's not my fault. If we want to catch her, you guys...
Negative. We don't have the physical advantages when it comes to running like you do. In our current situation, we should reserve our energy to escape if we encounter the dead-end butcher.
Oh!
What's that supposed to mean?
You talk about saving people, but when the time comes, you can only think of yourselves.
That's not true.
Really? Then you mean you aren't confident in your abilities?
I can't pretend I didn't hear that. If I get serious, even Billy using his fuel reserves can't beat me.
I can't pretend I didn't hear that, Andy.
No problem then. We'll just run after the girl from now on.
I'm more than happy to.
What? Wait! Isn't anyone gonna ask my opinion?
Has not necessarily done the best over the past 5 years, and a lot of
From the looks of it, we're already deep within the dead-end hollow.
I pooped! We've been running for so long. You guys have pretty good stamina.
Weren't you the one who said the only way to catch up with the kid was to run? Now you're the first to complain.
Nonsense! I can still outrun you all!
Okay. Everyone just take a break. We'll keep looking in a minute. On second thought, this area is about to be demolished, so the residents should have been evacuated. How did a kid get in?
If it's like that movie, only a ghost would appear in such a place. Her sudden appearance was only to lead the rescuers into a deadly trap.
There's no such thing as ghosts! And don't do movie promos at a time like this!
Don't worry. If a ghost attacks, I'll protect everyone.
Really? Can you guys not say stuff like that? Right. I feel better now. Let's get going.
Huh? Wait a sec! It's a kid! Over there! Don't run! Wait for us!
Huh? Wait, that can't be right. There really is a kid in the dead-end hollow.
Hurry! Faster! We gotta keep moving! The girl's just up ahead! Let's switch, Andy! Silly time!
What's this?
Andy!
Okay! Nice one, Billy.
I'll take care of them.
Don't move! Watch your back!
Moving up.
Dangerous target detected. Suggestion. Attack while it is closed. When its core lights up, please move away as quickly as possible.
An opening.
Let's clear him out!
I'm here.
Standing by.
The pleasure's all yours.
Locked on target.
Keep your eyes closed, kiddo! It's okay. Everything's fine. It must be scary being lost in a hollow all by yourself, right? Don't worry. I'm here now.
What are you talking about, huh?
We saved you!
Saved me? I saved you!
Why are you wandering around that monster's territory? If I hadn't led you here, you'd have walked right into it.
Huh? What do you mean?
If it weren't for you guys, I might have found the Hollow's exit back to New Eridu by now.
I think I can hear something.
I wouldn't be upset if they got
What's this? What's going on?
Maybe the ambition is high.
An ethereal?
That's the dead-end butcher? He's a lot bigger than...
It's catching up. We've got nowhere left to run. Huh? This bright light. It's the Hollow exit. She fell outside.
Pretty risky, but cool landing.
Good. The kid's okay.
I almost got a concussion.
Nicole!
Seriously, why is every single commission such a struggle?
Nicole!
Nekomata, considering the circumstances, don't you think we deserve a bonus?
Nicole!
I hear you! I've barely been sitting on you for a minute. Stop complaining.
No, it's not that! Look in front of you!
Huh? Isn't this Canvas Street? Then these people are... Wait, this is the blast zone. It was supposed to be cleared. Why are there so many people?
179 on Boeing. It was also up 7% 2 days ago on.
How many are there?
Over 100 at least. Me and Envy only did a rough count of whoever was willing to come out and speak to us. There could be even more.
I thought that Vision said they cleared everyone out days ago.
They say they don't know what's going on. They haven't been able to contact anyone on the outside for a week. I'm guessing Vision has set up jamming devices.
Yeah, so what is this? When exactly is Vision planning to evacuate everyone?
Children, you must be coming from the city. Are you bringing any news?
Excuse me, who are you?
Oh, the little girl you just saved from the Hollow is my granddaughter. Thank you for rescuing her. She's always been naughty. She thinks she can sneak into the Hollow safely just because she's got ether aptitude. Yesterday, because a public security officer wouldn't tell her the exact time, she came up with an idea to go to New Eridu and ask around. I took my eyes off of her for 1 sec.
Excuse me.
Yes, that's right. Yesterday, my granddaughter and a few neighbors got tired. They said nobody could. Most of us here are...
But it doesn't make sense.
Okay, that's everything. Nicole told me they'd stay in the construction area, collecting victim signatures and monitoring. My mission was to find after... Really, a police?
Right.
All I can think of...
Well then, take a look at this. The cunning...
But to keep the trapped residents...
We're not... Yeah?
Look,
That...
as long as the rep... Hey,
affirmative.
Nekomata, take...
Right!
Richest country in the world. So when Donald Trump says make America great again, what he's talking about is from 1880 to 1913, when the country had so much money that we had blue ribbon commissions, which you guys would have been on, right? To try to figure out how to spend the money, right? And no income tax. Then we put in the income tax in 1913. Why? Because we're entering World War I. And don't we all need to contribute to protect democracy and protect our way of life? Right? Then what happens is the world goes into chaos. We come out of chaos. Right? And then we start to think, well, what do we do? What do we do? And then 1929, the stock market crashes. By 1933, we start to say, oh, God, we forgot. We need to do tariffs. 1933, how can you do tariffs when the markets crash, the world's going into depression, and you're going to do tariffs in 1933? You can't
charge the rest of the world money unless the rest of the world's okay. So it was too little, too late. Right. So then we come out of World War II. It's 1945. We need to rebuild the world. Okay, so we decide we're going to take our tariffs down. And we'll let them, we'll let them have tariffs. And we will export the power of our economy to let them, we will let them rebuild. And that's what happened. So 1945, we have the Marshall Plan. Right? And we do it in Japan, of course. They need to be rebuilt. What's the difference? Right? So they need to be rebuilt. And then what happens? We have the 50s. And we have the Korean War. So we let them rebuild, which means low tariffs here, high tariffs there. Low tariffs here, high tariffs there. Then we have the Vietnam War.
Are you guys buying this historical lesson on tariffs?
Right? So now all of a sudden we have all of Southeast Asia. Low tariffs here, high tariffs there. You know what the best example I can give you to make it crystal clear? Kuwait. We spend almost $100 billion freeing Kuwait. Right? You know what the highest tariffs against the United States of America? The number one country with the highest tariffs against the United States of America. Kuwait. And you think, what? That's the thing, but here's what it is. If you go back to this understanding the way America thinks, you need to be rebuilt. You were just destroyed, right? All their oil, you remember Red, the guy's name was Red something, and he was the guy who capped there were fires in all the oil wells, and he capped them all, and it was amazing. So we let them put up high tariffs. But you know what the problem is? Then we forget.
Right.
And we let it go.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump comes in and says, it's got to stop.
Okay, so that's an incredible context now for tariffs. It's like, it was a long-term strategy that essentially says, okay, great, there's rebuilding to be done, sort of almost out of the largesse of America. We're going to enable that to happen, so we'll lower tariffs here, and we'll support the high tariff regimes over there.
We let it happen.
We let it happen.
On purpose.
But it's an incredible thing you're also saying, though, which is that it's inexorably linked to this repetitive machinery of war, because those create these boundary conditions over and over again, where there's so much destruction abroad that America then feels compelled to have to do this.
That's exactly right. So what happens is, and then you say to yourself, okay, I get the 40.